Good morning, everybody. I know all of you are excited, and this is hopefully an opportunity for all of us to celebrate the pre-COVID. Some of you have graduated during the COVID, and I do pray to God that this is definitely the post-COVID scenario. Now, as the chairman of the Board of Governors, I have a duty today to declare the convocation open.
या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रामृता या वीणावर दण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युत शङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निशेष जाड्यापहा.
Good morning again. It's my privilege to welcome our honorable chief guest, Mr. Essen Subramanyam, who leads one of the most diversified, professionally run conglomerates in India. I mean, please go back. When you research the Indian conglomerates, you would realize that there is either a word called MNC, that means that the company's headquarters are somewhere in Dallas or Dublin, or you have the family-run businesses. That we are lucky that we have Mr. Essen Subramanyam, the Chief Executive Officer and MD of L&T Group of Companies. I think we are really lucky to have him here with us. So thank you, sir. Thank you for coming here. I'm also very happy that to celebrate today's convocation, the whole Board of Governors of IIM Nagpur and the faculty led by Professor Maitri is not only excited but they're actually very proud of what you all have achieved. So again, thank you guys, thank you so much. You know, when we were walking up in the procession and we wanted to thank Colonel Ellur for changing some of the old norms of either wearing gowns or wearing Fab India kurta pajamas. So thank you, Colonel Ellur, for giving us a set of clothes that are not only like wedding dresses being meant for only one day. I'm sure this jacket you will wear it with pride almost every fourth week of your life, and remember that we challenge the tradition. So let's give a big hand to Colonel Ellur also. Thank you, parents, relatives of the students who have joined us here. I know that yesterday was a big carnival, and I am told that if there was a competition on the number of photographs taken, then all of us would have been winners because you fell in love with the campus. We are grateful that you enjoyed the beautiful campus, which is a blend of external and internal learning, external and internal interactions, external and internal, a way we would be balancing with the nature. So again, thank you to all the parents and relatives, and let's give them a warm welcome again. Now I know it's very traditional during this speech to tell students as if they have not heard it enough. They have heard enough lectures, but then since it is so much of a tradition, I am going to start by only saying is that all of us who sit in this convocation are probably the luckiest people in the world. And we are lucky because we represent maybe 1% of the world's population, not only in terms of education, but in terms of our earning potential. But that's not what we came to this world for. We came to this world to make an impact. And I think we are lucky because we have a chance to create an impact, create a legacy, and continue to chase our dreams. So again, that 1% means also responsibility. So whenever you reflect back, there will be days when some of you would have a reason to say, why me? Just remember, it's not why me as a negative sign, it is a why me as being lucky that you are 1% of the world's population. So that responsibility, many of you will go to lead the corporations, many of you will lead the departments, many of you would go and create new businesses. And in everything that you do, I know that you would be daydreaming. All my request is, dream big, but dream with your eyes open. And so I like the word daydreaming because you're converting your dreams into the reality. And that, I think, is one of the biggest differentiators where whichever world leader that you come across, their passion, their sense of purpose, their power to influence people, their commitment is the real differentiator. And I hope most of you do realize that that passion, it doesn't matter which industry you join. I know you all have your appointment letters. I know that, congratulations, you also probably are dreaming of doing a startup. But important is keep that passion alive. And that is what, it doesn't matter what age you are in. You know, I have a very favorite story. Many people said, only entrepreneurs take risks. Many people have said, entrepreneurs create businesses. Many people have tried to give examples that an Infosys of yesterday or a Paytm of today is entrepreneurship. And I look at people like IIM Naik, who is the group chairman of L&T, from a village to a group chairman. He was an entrepreneur manager. When I look at SNS, he is an entrepreneur manager. So when you look at your careers, it doesn't matter where you are, as long as you can demonstrate extreme ownership. And I mean it, extreme ownership. That extreme ownership that during COVID, a nurse or a doctor still came to the hospital. Well, many of us are working from home. There were people in the banks who came to work. Many of us who had not even seen the office place forgot that there are people, whether they are called traffic policemen or whether they are called health workers or whether they are called armed forces, they continue to work with a passion. So, my net message is, keep your passion alive and rest of the journey will be phenomenal. I know we will have a lot of time to celebrate with each other, and I do wish you, all of you, a very, very happy and a prosperous career, and more important, a lots of happiness. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
Very good morning to you all. Honorable Chief Guest, Sri Essen Subramanyam ji, CEO and MD, Larsen and Toubro, respected Chairman, BOG IIM Nagpur, Sri CP Gurnani ji, members of IIMN Board of Governors, my faculty colleagues, staff, invited guests, graduating students, proud parents, media persons, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 4th, 5th and 6th Convocation of IIM Nagpur. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the graduating students for their excellent performance. I am happy to inform you that despite the pandemic and setbacks it brought, IIM Nagpur has managed to excel. As IIM Nagpur is about to complete 7 years since its inception, in couple of months, the institute has made significant progress. At the outset, I would like to congratulate my team at IIM Nagpur for having completed the work of new campus in record time. our magnificently crafted campus, designed to cater to over 600 students, is spread over 132 acres and is a sight to behold. The institute was granted rupees 379.68 crores for constructing first page of new campus, covering approximately 61,000 square kilometer. The construction kick-started in 2019 with the foundation stone ceremony at the hands of Honorable Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi ji. Though the operation commenced from November 2021, the official inauguration of new campus is scheduled at the hands of Honorable President of India, Sri Ramnath Kovind ji on May 8, 2022. IIM Nagpur is the only institute to have this extraordinary privilege. The institute, with its ultra-modern infrastructure, eco-friendly structure that minimizes environmental footprint, state-of-the-art classroom, proximity to industry sector, is bound to make Nagpur and entire nation proud. I should tell you that IIM Nagpur happens to be the only IIM located in the heart of multi-product special economic zone in the country. This institute has been conceptualized as an institute that reflects pride and aspiration of modern India. Natural collaboration has been achieved through building interconnected outdoor and indoor learning spaces, while the hostel facilities were inspired by traditional courtyard design and facilities a harmonious interaction. IIM Nagpur was awarded the prestigious GRAVA 4-star Large Development Award by Honorable Sri Bhupendra Yadav ji, Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change of India, on December 10, 2021 at India Habitat Center, New Delhi. At the outbreak of pandemic, IIM Nagpur acted swiftly to consider various models of online and hybrid teaching. Together with faculty, all aspects of various technologies to conduct online classes were discussed and decided. Detailed SOP and instruction for efficient conduct were provided to the students, faculty and staff. Thus, we smoothly transitioned into an online mode of learning process. Multiple measures were taken to ensure an effective online learning experience. The technological infrastructure of online classrooms were improved drastically in a short period to facilitate smooth conduct of online classes. Though the pandemic extended for 2 years, the construction activities of the new campus were hampered. IIM Nagpur ensured that no students in the convocationary batches missed the experience of classroom learning experience. Now the degree programs. An institute constructs its reputation with quality of courses it conducts. Trusting this notion, IIM Nagpur has relentlessly worked towards providing quality programs. From 130 registered students for admission in the year 2018, IIM Nagpur doubled its strength of students in 2020-22 for its flagship MBA program. Keeping NEP 2020 implementation in mind, IIM Nagpur has established new area, humanities, arts and social sciences. Apart from this, a committee comprising of expert faculty, senior level industry experts were set up by IIM Nagpur in March 2021 to design new curriculum for the MBA program. After designing it as per the NEP norms, it was presented to the experts in April and was approved by the Academic Council in May 2021. The forthcoming batch of MBA will undergo a newly designed MBA curriculum. A doctoral program was launched in the year 21-22 to fill the gap of quality faculty requirements in Indian business schools. To cater to the needs of lifelong learning process and to help the senior level executives accelerate their career path, IIM Nagpur launched 2-year MBA for working professional program in September 2021 from its main Nagpur campus. With the idea of catering the skill needs to the industrial sector in Western Maharashtra, IIM Nagpur launched its satellite campus in Pune. The first batch of MBA working professional was inaugurated at the Pune campus CIIT Pune on March 13, 2022. I am also happy to inform you that IIM Nagpur has announced PhD program for working professionals from the current academic year, which opened the door for senior working professionals who have academic bent to pursue their research. Now, executive education. Understanding the executive education, which plays a major role in connecting industry, academia to larger extent, IIM Nagpur started Executive Education Division in 2020, December, and thus opened the door to short duration leadership development programs, postgraduate certificate programs in the area of management. The Executive Education Division has started 8 postgraduate certificate program in blended mode in the year 2020-21. The various long-term online PG certificate programs are Data Science for Business Excellence and Innovation, Business Management for IT Professionals, FinTech, Digital Strategy and Marketing Analytics, General Management, Strategic Management, Operations Management, and Senior Management programs. 750 plus executives from over 500 companies were participated in these 8 programs. Again, in the year 2021-22, the Institute has started second batches of Data Science for Business Excellence and Innovation, FinTech, Digital Strategy and Marketing Analytics program repeated as a second batch. Since today, all businesses are technology enabled and digital platform based. Therefore, keeping dire needs of industry in mind, IIM Nagpur, first of its kind in the country, cyber security management and data science postgraduate certificate program jointly with FedEx Institute of Technology of Memphis University's Business School, USA, launched on April 21st, 2022. 250 executives have joined in all these 4 programs in the current academic year. Today, more than 1,000 executives are benefiting from PG certificate programs of IIM Nagpur, Nagpur's executive education. This is really a remarkable achievement of Executive Education Division. The Institute's executive education has also conducted multiple short-term programs in online, offline, as well as in hybrid mode for the companies like SCL, Western Coalfield Limited, Indian Oil Corporation Limited, and the total number of executives trained through short-term programs are 200. IIM Nagpur has made a MOU with National Institute of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, NIMSE, Hyderabad, to conduct Executive PG Certificate Program in Entrepreneurship and Management. And Indian Institute of also made an agreement with Indian Institute of Packaging, Mumbai, to start postgraduate diploma in management program in sustainable packaging and logistic management from the forthcoming year. As far as consultancy programs are concerned, IIM Nagpur has successfully carried out number of consultancy assignments to leading organizations like Forest Development Corporation of Maharashtra, Titan, Bosch, Larsen & Toubro, HPCL, to name a few. Now, externally funded research project. I am happy to share that IIM Nagpur is the only IIM, along with a few IITs, received the external research funding from Europe. The NERC is offering grant under the COP26 Adaptation and Resilience Scoping Call to pursue research in the area of climate change after the COP26 meeting. Also, IIM Nagpur received the research funding from ICSSR New Delhi and also MSME New Delhi. Now, the MGNF program. IIM Nagpur is the academic partner with the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, MSDC, of Government of India for the implementation of Phase 2 of Mahatma Gandhi National Fellowship Program, which is World Bank assisted program under Sankalp, Skill Acquisition, Knowledge Awareness for Livelihood Promotion. It is a 2-year scheduled program that aims to create cadre of individuals who will strengthen the functioning of national and state institutions in design and management of effective skilling, training and employment ecosystem. So IIM Nagpur has been given the responsibility of state of Maharashtra and Sikkim, 40 districts of 2 states. IIM Nagpur is conducting MGNF. Now, institution standing achievement ranking. With regard to NIRF ranking, IIM Nagpur ranked 40th and Business Today ranked 28th at national level and Outlook ranked 21st in public B schools in the year 2020 and 21. Amongst the IIMs, IIM Nagpur ranked 14th in NIRF, 12th in Outlook and 10th in Business Today rankings. IIM Nagpur is the first amongst the IIM in faculty-student ratio as far as NIRF Outlook is concerned. First among the IIMs in metric for university examination as far as NIRF is concerned. First in facilities for physically challenged students according to NIRF. And sixth amongst the IIMs in supporting economically and socially challenged students. Also, you may be happy to know that the perception parameter of NIRF, IIM Nagpur has scored very high over the many second generation IIMs and other B schools. The Indian Institute of Management Nagpur has been awarded Top Institute Award by 2021 by the Competition Success Review, India's premier current affairs and career publication. The award comes as an acknowledgement of its fast-paced growth in the past year. Now the students' performance. IIM Nagpur aims at overall development of the student and has been encouraging students to complete in all various competitions held across India. We had a batch of 200 students in 2020-22. 100% students were given offer with highest CTC of 31.54. Average CTC offered for the batch was 15.21 lakhs and median CTC being rupees 15.42 lakhs. The list of prominent recruiters include ICICI Bank, M Brands, BNY Mellon, Deloitte, Microsoft, Salesforce, Xiaomi, SCL, Accenture, TVS, Amazon India, Capgemini, Indus Valley Partner, V-Guard, Polycab, Thermax, Swiggy, Acolyte, Digital, Tech Mahindra, to name many more are there in the list. Despite pandemic situation and increase in the batch size, IIM Nagpur students have received around 13.74% hike in their average CTC package for the past 3 years. Now, as far as 2018 and 2020 and 2019-2021 batch witness again 100% placement, while 2018-20 batch was offered highest CTC of rupees 40 lakh, and the 2019-21 witnessed the offering of rupees 19.21 lakh. For these two batches, average CTC offered was rupees 13.6 lakhs and rupees 13.21 lakh respectively. The median CTC offered was rupees 12.80 lakh and rupees 13 lakhs for batches 2018-20 and 2019-2021. I am very proud to announce that in the year 2020-22, IIM Nagpur was the first amongst all the 20 IIMs to complete its placement well in advance ahead of time. Now, when it comes to the performance of students, I am proud to announce that the batch of 2018-2022, they won the Crack the Case 4.0, the event hosted by IIM Ranchi. Another team of students won e-conjecture event held by IIM Indore. They were national finalists at StrategyCon, an event hosted by XLR at Jamshedpur. As far as batch 1921 is concerned, the students were finalists in CFA Research Challenge hosted by CFA Institute. IIM Nagpur team was the National Finalist and Conquest 2020 event organized by MCX. And again the batch 1921 were campus winners at MI Summit 2.0 hosted by Xiaomi India. Our students were national winners at the FISR Advita organized by ISB. And as far as 2022 batch is concerned, I am proud to announce that the 2022 batch bagged the first position in Prithvi 2021, a national level fitness competition organized by Shailesh J. Mehta School of Management, IIT Bombay. While focusing on fitness, students were excelled in other areas. IIM Nagpur team was the campus winner at MI Summit and stood first in the Aspire 21 organized by Stockgrove. Our students got the opportunity to enter the Microsoft following their exemplary performance at the Microsoft GSMO Engage program. This batch also received accolades at the Edifice organized by Marquee Marketing Club of IIM Rohtak. Now, international strategic partnership. In its endeavor to spread its globally, IIM Nagpur has initiated international immersion module. Students visited foreign countries to gather the first-hand experience of the various different countries, how they conduct the business. IIM Nagpur has made strong collaboration with top universities across the world. Some of the important universities across the world that IIM has MOU are Toronto Business Development Center, Canada; Chao University Graduate School of Strategic Management, Japan; FIT Memphis University B School, the University of Memphis, USA; Institute of Mines Telecom Business School, France; the University of Lille, France, with which IIM Nagpur has dual degree and an international exchange program. Total 5 students went to University of Lille under the dual degree program, while 2 students from that university came to IIM Nagpur for the dual degree program. The Department of Digitalization Copenhagen Business School also, we have a tie-up. Now, Centers of Excellence. IIM Nagpur has set up the 5 Centers of Excellence with an objective to promote National Education Policy 2020's interdisciplinary and holistic education, to create and transfer the knowledge at various levels in the year 2021-22. Some of these centers were collaboration with knowledge partners, and all the centers were mentored by the eminent experts as advisory members. And these centers of excellence are Center for Leadership Excellence Development, C-LEAD; Center for Cyber Security and Data Analytics; Center for Excellence in Brand Management; Center for Corporate Governance, CSR and Sustainability; and Indo-Japan Research Center, IJRC. Along with IIM Foundation for Entrepreneurship Development, INFED, the Center for Logistics, Infrastructure and Project Management, which is known as a CLIP, a Section 8 company, was established to cater the needs of training, consultancy and development in humanitarian supply chain, logistics, project management. As a part of CLIP, IIM Nagpur is actively participating in PM Gati Shakti program aimed at training more than 65,000 people along with the other institute of national importance in the country. INFED, social responsibility, ethics and sustainable development apart, INFED handles a slew of other critical functions related to corporate governance. It has already trained over 400 aspiring women entrepreneurship under its entrepreneurship education programs. Besides this, INFED has provided incubation support to more than 40 women entrepreneurs. Now, the IIM Nagpur's contribution to the nation building. The institution's contribution to the nation building by active participation in policy making with the dozens of bodies like Indian National Commission for Cooperation with UNESCO, Institute of Eminence, National Board of Accreditation, National Assessment and Accreditation Council, Appellate Committee, Chancellor's nominee, Visitors nominee to IIT Delhi and IIT Jodhpur, nominee of Ministry of Education on the board of NITI Mumbai, convener and member of the committee constituted for selection of the vice chancellors of the prestigious universities, and also played a significant role at higher education level for policy making implementation at the level of national education policy for various committees including effective governance. The institution has made its presence felt at global stage by hosting International Society for Data Science and Innovation Global ISDSI Global 2021 conference at its ultra-modern campus in December 2021. The ISDSI Global Conference at IIM Nagpur set a new benchmark in the history of management education by attracting more than 8,000 scholars, faculty members and academicians from 24 plus countries in 4 days long event. Besides this, 23rd Annual Convention of Strategic Management Forum India was hosted by IIM Nagpur in hybrid mode. The edition of SMF Annual Convention set again a new benchmark in terms of submission and registration in the history of SMF India and was attended by around more than 120 registered participants, presenter as well as invited dignitaries, guests, industry panelists, corporate delegates, SMF alumni and working professionals. Now, IIM Nagpur, as far as addition of faculty is concerned, IIM Nagpur was enriched with entry of 4 new faculty members in the year 2020-21. Dr. Mukund Vyas joined the Professor of Practice in the area of Humanities, Arts and Social Science and also in the area of OB and HR. Professor A.K. Singh, Associate Professor in Production and Operations Management. Professor Nikunj Jain, an Associate Professor of Production and Operations Management. Professor Somsekhar Bhattacharya joined our institute as an Associate Professor in Strategy and Entrepreneurship area. Besides these additions, IIM Nagpur also attracted a large number of adjunct professors to name Dr. Arun Kumar Rath, former professor and dean of MDI, Gurgaon and former IS, Dr. D.S. Sengar, former professor and professor of legal aspect of business, IIM Lucknow, and Dr. Santosh Kumar Misra, former IS of Tamil Nadu, Dr. Ashish Sen joined IIM Nagpur as an adjunct professors. I am very proud of the fact that total 22 research papers were published in the last year in reputed scholastic journal by our faculty member. IIM Nagpur Scholarship, with the aim to encourage meritorious students and students from economically weaker background to pursue full-time MBA program, IIM Nagpur has initiated 2 scholarships. Namely, IIM Nagpur Merit Scholarship, those who score very high in CAT, and second one is IIM Nagpur Need Come Merit Scholarship. The institute will be awarding scholarship to 20 students, 10 each in each category. Candidates selected for the scholarship will receive complete scholarship for the tuition fee from the institute side for the 2-year program, and this policy will come into effect from 2022 to 24 batch. I am happy to say that institute is trading on the right path to attain the excellence in every domain. Dear students, as I conclude my speech, I would like to thank you for adding value to our lives. The 2022 batch endured the fire of exceptional circumstances, and I am proud of them to have sailed through the tough time with grit and tremendous willpower. I salute the patience of students of batch 2018-2020 and 2019-21. Your steadfast patience has borne fruit and your hard work has made it sweeter. So work hard and enjoy life to the fullest. I, on behalf of IIM Nagpur faculty, staff and entire fraternity, wish you all the very best for your future endeavor. Life at IIM Nagpur has given you much more than just a degree. Get ready for all the endeavor. God bless you all. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Candidates of the batch 2018-20 for the Master of Business Administration degree, please rise. The candidates will individually receive their degrees from the chairman as I call their names and then return to their seats and remain standing in front of their seats until the candidates of the program have received their degrees and the chairman has conferred the degrees on them. The candidate would then bow and sit down. Ankita Joshi. T. Bharat. Abhishek Anand. Abrar Abdullah KK. Aditya Prakash. Agniva Das. Ainapurapu Shri Harsha. Ajitesh Sahu. Akansha Srivastava. Akash Kumar. Akshay Kumar Singh. Alok Kumar Pradhan. Ankit Sharma. Anuj Mohan. Arun. Bhamne Bhushan Prakash Nandini. Batwalkar Shailesh Sudhakar. Dalmi PS. Dilip HV. Deepankar Das. Dongre Shivani Sudhakar. Doris M. Kumar. Hari Shankar L. . Harshita Bansal, Himanshu Gautam, Kamal Khurana, Kamal Sarogi, Keshav Kumar, Kriti Sharma, Kumar Abhijit, Madhur Jain, Manjrekar Aniket Ramakant Smita, Mohammad Tafsir Alam, Mahishkar Rohit Gautam, Middi Rajita, Mogalapalli Monica, Mohana Krishnan P, Naveen Sanjeev, Neeraj Daudayal Mundra, Nitish S, Patil Priyanshu Pandurang, Preetam Sukhdev Kajare, Priyank, Priyank Pawar, Priyanka Agarwal, Proma Chaudhary, Rajat Goyal, Raut Sushant Suresh, Rishabh Raj, Rishi Agarwal, Rohan Rawat, Sahil Hingorani, Sadhna S, Sai Vinay Dungarot, Saptarishi Paul, Saurabh Bhatia, Shah Kushag Kaushik Kumar, Seth Abhishek Mahesh Kumar, Shivangi Tripathi, Shubham Gupta, Sushant T, Singh Nikhil Kumar Surinder Saroj, Snigdha Basu Ray, Soham Das, Somya Ojha, Shriparna Banerjee, Steffi Rose Joseph, Suraj Tiwari, Swapnil Jain, Swayam Prakash Sahu, Tanya Malhotra, Toshit Verma, Undi Sandeep, Upasna Ghosh, Velanki Yashwant Ram, Mr. Chairman, I present Ms. Ankita Joshi and 74 others, including 33 candidates in absentia, who have fulfilled all the requirements of the award of the Master of Business Administration degree, and request the Indian Institute of Management, Nagpur Board of Governors to confer the degree on them.
Congratulations again. By the authority given to me by the Indian Institute of Management, Nagpur Board of Governors, I confer on you the Masters of Business Administration degree, and I charge you that in your life, by word and deed, you prove yourselves worthy of it.
Candidates of batch 2019-21 for the Master of Business Administration degree, please rise. The candidates will individually receive their degrees from the chairman as I call their names, and then return to their seats and remain standing in front of their seats until all the candidates of the program have received their degrees and the chairman has conferred the degree on them. The candidates would then bow and sit down. Ina Gupta, Sheikh Fareed Ahmed, Aditya Akash, Aditya Ashish, Abhinav Verma, Abhishek Jain, Abhishek Kumar, Abraham Shrikant Gumadi, Adarsh Kumar Singh, Aishwarya V.S. Biridavalu, Akshit Chaudhary, Akshit Yadav, Akshita Srivastava, Elvin George, Alok Dangad, Amin Sabik PA, Amit, Amit Kumar, Anirudh Devada, Arvindan C, Orko Prabhu Roy, Arun Balaji R, Athwale Gaurav Girish, Avinandan Vardhan Sinha, Aviral Avasthi, Ayushman Banerjee, B. Akashnath, Bobate Swapnil Manohar, Chirantan Bhaumik, Debarga Bose, Devanshu Verma, Gaurav Kishore, Gondane Ashish Rajesh, Gyati Navin, Hemant Devdhar, Himanshi Bhatnagar, Indranil Day, Irshika Rakesh Lal, Jain Juhi Bhavarlal, Janastus Louis J, Jetty Jagdishwar Reddy, Joshi Ashwin Rajesh Vaishali, Kalpak Sunil Sailokar, Kamtam Sammat Kumar, Kuvuluri Vidya Sagar, KNC Sandeep, Kumar Jay, Kumar Vaibhav, लहाने साई संयोग सुभाष वंदना, मद्दुला एनके श्रीकर, मधुमिता आर, मोहित यादव, नांदेकर निलय सुनील, निशांत पी ठक्कर, ओम शरण कौशिक, पी गुना सिद्धार्था, पलाश सोनोवाल, पटेल जील जगदीश चंदन, पीयूष अलंकार, प्रकृति चौकाड़े, प्रशांत शामराव कनोजे, प्रत्यक्ष साल्वी, पुटरेवु एनबी शिवा आदित्य, राहुल भुयान, राजसी राजेश गवांडे, रेशम दिलावरी, रोहित कुमार रोनियार, रोनित वर्मा, एस साईदीप रेड्डी, सागर चौधरी, समीर कुमार, समीर प्रहलाद पराटे, सपारे अजीत, सर्वना गणपति वी, शाह प्रेमल हरेश मनीषा, शिल्पा सिंह, श्रेयस संजय भडाने, श्रुति अग्रवाल, शुभम कपूर, शुभम नागर, सिद्धार्थ सुनील टीपी, सिरापुर लालित्या पवन, स्पर्श जायसवाल, शुभोदीप चक्रवर्ती, सूर्यकांत प्रसाद, तलारी श्रवण कुमार, तापसी मिश्रा, थोटे श्रुति प्रकाश, तिथ्या शर्मा, उपलापाटी वेंकटा चैतन्य वर्मा, V. Archana Reddy. Vedika. Vijesh Soni. Vishal Luthra. Yogesh L. Zade Rushikesh Jagdish Rao. Mr. Chairman, I present Ms. Eena Gupta and 94 others, including 25 candidates in absentia, who have fulfilled all the requirements for the award of Master of Business Administration degree, and request the Indian Institute of Management Nagpur Board of Governors to confer the degree on them.
By the authority given to me by the Indian Institute of Management Nagpur Board of Governors, I confer on you the Master of Business Administration degree, and I charge you that in your life, by word and deed, you prove yourselves worthy of it.
Candidates of batch 2020-22 for the Master of Business Administration degree, please rise. The candidates will individually receive their degrees from the chairman as I call their names, and return to their seats and remain standing in front of their seats until all the candidates of the program have received their degrees and the chairman has conferred the degree on them. The candidates would then bow and sit down. Dimpy Khurana. Kohli Samriddhi Jogendra. Abhijit Barla. Abhinav Pawar. Abhishek Bangad. Aditya Dayananda. Aditya Kumar. Aditya Raj. Aishwarya Rai. Aishwarya Vishwanatham. Ambili Ajit. Amrit Matthew Koshi. Aniket. Anish Bishwas. Anjani Maheshwari. Ankit M. Gupta. Ankit Sanodia. Ankur Jambolkar. Anurag Avasthi. Arijit Maiti. Ascharya Debashish Mishra. Ashish Anand. Ashish Patel. Ashwin M. Avinash Kumar Mishra. Ayush Chadha. Ayushi Jain. Bansode Ashutosh Bapu. Bilal Javed. Vishal Dhar. Boga Akhil. CPS Gautam. Chate Akshay Sampat. Chaudhary Kartike Pitambar. Chetali Hedau. Chinmay Mishra. Chinnam Kalyan Babu. Chin Kutlavar Atish Vaman. Dabade Shubham Srihari. Dayanand B. Ingle. Deepak Kumar. Desai Subodh Govind. Devika Hari. Dharmadhikari Aniket Shankar. Dhontale Mahesh Manohar. Diksha Agrawal. Dinesh Kumar Modi. Divya Venugopal. Dorlikar Parikshit Gangadhar. Edwin Jayan. Ganesh Babu V. Gunda Pavan Verma. Harshit Methi. Haware Bhagyashri Shirish. Ilamkar Tanmay Vaman. Indrajit BR. Indraneet Bhattacharya. Ingole Swapnil Anandrao. Jaiveer Singh Gurjar. Jatin Singh. Jitendra Kakodia. Joshi Aditya Jagannath. Kalyanarpu Bhargav. Kamal Sood. Katakdon Sagar Sudhakar. Kathiresan S. Kavya Haridas. Kaur Dinesh Ankush. Korla Sai Kumar. Krish Rajesh Chawla. कृष्णकांत बेहरा, कृति मिश्रा, कृतिका अग्रवाल, कुलदीप राजमणि, एमवी तरुण राजू, मामिदी निखिल कुमार, माणिक बजाज, मानकर अदिति दिलीप, मार्गोनी साई विक्रम, मयंक कुमार, मेनन किरण शशि कुमार, मोहम्मद शाहबाज अनवर, मोहम्मद हशीर पी, नागुला पल्ली करण, नौशीन सिद्दीकी, नवीन पंजवानी, नवजोत कासुकुर्ती, निशांत कुमार पोद्दार, नित्यानंद केबी, नीतीश शर्मा, ओंकार रेड्डी तुपाली, पी रवि तेजा, पलक कायस्था, पांडे धीरेन्द्र कुमार विनोद कुमार, परब धनश्री श्रीकांत, पार्थ मिद्दा, पाटिल रूपम महेंद्र, पूजा मिश्रा, प्रगति लोहानी, प्रकाश पी, प्रणव पीयूष, प्रणय अनुरागी, प्रशांत दुबे, प्रसून कुमार, पुजारी वैष्णवी, पुलकित अग्रवाल, पुणकर देविका राजेंद्र, रचना भूटा, राहुल धोके, राहुल शाह, रंपा कार्तिक, राशि गुप्ता, रेखा जे, ऋचा चौधरी, ऋषा खोंड, ऋषभ कुमार, रुद्र हरा महेश्वर, सखारे सिद्धांत अविनाश, सामवेदम वेंकटा रामा शिवा कुमार, संतोष कन्नन, सर्वेश दीपक सैल, सौरभ भार्गवा, सावियो जोसेफ जकारिया, सावंत अंकुर शशिकांत, सावंत शशांक अरुण, शेखड़े सचिन सुखदेव, श्रद्धा भोंसले, श्रिया अरोरा, शुभम अनिल पाटे, शुभम गुप्ता, शुभम महाजन, शुभम पांडे, शुभम रामभाव थोसार, शुभांगी शंकर, सिद्धांत जे शेट्टी, सिद्धार्थ शेखर साहू, सिंगम हर्षा वर्धन रेड्डी, स्मृति राजराजन, सौमी दासगुप्ता, सौम्या शर्मा, श्रवण प्रकाश CH, श्रीहर्षा नंदीपति, सुधाकर पत्रान, स्वाति भाटिया, तरनी वेदा फनी साई, टोके मोहित लीलाधर, उज्जवल धापके, उमरा पार्थ जयंत, उत्कर्ष पारधी, वैभव दिलीप कामले, वैभव डोगरा, वैष्णवी आरकोट, वसम शेट्टी वनश्री मल्लिका, वेंकट रेड्डी गारी दिनेश रेड्डी, वेंकटा सुब्रमण्य आदित्य चिम्मापुडी, विकास नपरी, Vikash Kumar Singh, Vishal Chandar R, Vivek MR, Vivek Mittal, Viyanka Bajaj, Yukta Yadav, Jaswant Reddy, Mr. Chairman, I present Ms. Dimpy Khurana and 162 others, including 33 candidates in absentia, who have fulfilled all the requirements for the award of the Master of Business Administration degree, and I request the Indian Institute of Management Nagpur Board of Governors to confer the degree on them.
By the authority given to me by the Indian Institute of Management Nagpur Board of Governors, I confer on you the Master of Business Administration degree, and I charge you that in your life, by word and deed, you prove yourself worthy of it.
The Indian Institute of Management Nagpur Gold Medal for the batch 2018-20 Scholastic Performance has been awarded to the following candidate, who will come forward as her name is called and receive the medal from the chief guest. Ankita Joshi, Gold medal for the batch of 2020 Best All-Round Performance has been awarded to Mr. T. Bharat. Gold medal for the batch of 2021 Scholastic Performance has been awarded to Ms. Ina Gupta. Gold medal for the batch of 2021 Best All-Round Performance has been awarded to Mr. Sheikh Fareed Ahmed. Gold medal for the batch of 2022 Scholastic Performance has been awarded to Ms. Dimpy Khurana. Gold medal for the batch of 2022 Best All-Round Performance has been awarded to Ms. Samruddhi Kohli.
I have the honor and pleasure of requesting our chief guest, Shri Essen Subramanyam, CEO and MD of L&T Group of Companies, to deliver his keynote address. So on your behalf, let's all welcome Mr. Subramanyam.
Good morning to all of you still. Mr. Amit, Mr. Puneet, Director Maitri, the Guru of IT, Mr. Gurnani, Vaibhav, and the parents, the professors, the well-wishers, and all you lovely students. I can't call you students anymore. You just got all your degrees, all you passed out guys and girls. Lovely meeting all of you today morning. I guess the parents are feeling liberated that you are out, and you're feeling liberated that you're passed out of college. I think it's a great feeling to have. And when I was sitting on the podium, I was imagining, I don't know, 35 years back, or 39 years back when I passed out like this. And got kicked out of what was a nice life and parents were paying for everything. And now we have to earn and manage life. And welcome to the real life. And good luck to all of you on that. IIM Nagpur, though established as a relatively new institute compared to many of the other IIMs, I think in a very short period of time has earned a name and recognition for itself. I came here particularly because my good friend Vaibhav phoned up and said, I'm calling you and you have no choice. And immediately after that, the chairman, Board of Governors, Mr. Gurnani, called me and said, Subramanyam, please come. And when he calls, one has to go. And then I realized Dr. Maitri was an ex-L&Tite, and Professor Vyas was also an ex-L&Tite. So then how can you refuse? And therefore I said I'll miss my Sunday and be here. And anyway, in L&T there's not much of Sundays, so I said I'll spend in this beautiful place called Nagpur. So here we are. I think it was great to see all of you come to the stage to pick up the medals. People and kids from many, many different parts of the country, from different backgrounds, and you could see the enthusiasm with which you walked. One could see the energy level in you. One could see the puffed up feeling of conquering the earth with all of you. And I felt I was 24 or 25 now, though I am much older. So it's a good feeling to have. I think the world has taught us a few things in this last 2-3 years. We were huffing and puffing along in a nice manner, and all of a sudden, when what nobody had predicted in a proper sense, something called COVID or pandemic hit us, and the world has gone through an extremely tough phase. I guess your parents must have told you the stories and how hard it has been in their working places and many of the organizations that they work in. And it has not been easy. It's not been easy on the governments. It's not been easy on the public sector, on the private sector, and on the small businesses, MSMEs, SMEs, whatever. It's a phenomenon which has hit the world, and never there has been an incident beyond world wars. Again, those who are particularly restricted to certain parts of the world, and this has never happened. And along with COVID came many other incidences which one never thought about, like logistical challenges, chip shortages, critical material shortages, and talent shortage, and I don't know what else. Everything has happened at the same time, and one has had difficulties in comprehending and understanding what many things have happened. We had COVID-1, we had COVID-2, and then we had Omicron, and then hopefully none of us are wearing masks today, so we feel sort of free from this unnecessary disease that hit the world. Of course, a lot of research is going on as to how it originated, where it originated, what are the reasons. Many theories are floating around, but someday we'll get to know the real cause, and hopefully human being with its resilience and its intelligence will find out measures to prevent such a reoccurrence again. But one has to be prepared that such kinds of things can occur in the world because we never planned for it, we never thought about it. We heaved a sigh of relief, and then the world erupted again when Russia decided to invade Ukraine, and again massive disruptions has taken place. The oil prices, which were just about 75, 80, have shot up to 105, 110. All commodity prices are shot up through the roof, and a lot of unnecessary tensions in the world of various kinds of sanctions, countries facing off each other. There's an economic war going on, a lot of people getting killed for unnecessary reasons, so on and so forth. But that's the kind of world that all of you are entering, the batches of 20, 21, and 22. And you'll have to face up to the real world. At the same time, there are fantastic opportunities coming up in our part of the world. Because of the low trust factor on Russia, China, and such other countries today, there are organizations wanting to put up facilities in India. The outsourcing technology, which was somewhat prevalent in Eastern Europe, especially Ukraine and Russia, will all move out of that, and there is an opportunity for India there. The startup culture, which is heavy in India today, and every kid who passes out immediately thinks he has an idea and he's able to get funds and he's able to do a startup. That is something which is seeing a boom in India in many ways. And also, there are plenty of people wanting to quit jobs and wanting to do their own entrepreneurship. It is fascinating. At the same time, it is surprising that so much of energy is there everywhere. IPL is a good example. You find young boys from very unknown cities playing against very established players and hitting 25s and 50s and 100 like nothing. Unknown names scoring so very well, doing so very well, whether it's bowling, batting, fielding, or any other matter, including strategies. Young kids running up to the captains and telling them what to do. Unbelievable. That's the energy of India. That's the potential of India. That is the vibrancy you see in this country. And that's like, you know, people like me, much older than all of you here, feel like taking some shot in the arm and wanting to drive down to office at 7 o'clock in the morning, or wanting to travel 30, 40 days a month to do whatever we want to do. So the youngsters are bringing in energy into all of us. That doesn't mean that people like me don't want to retire, but what I'm trying to tell you is you're giving us a kick in life to do whatever we want at this age too. And therefore that's a fantastic phenomenon to have in front of us. The salary levels are unbelievable. My wife got married to me because her father told her this boy is working in L&T and is earning 1,500 rupees a month. Now, if I offer you 1,500 rupees, I guess I'll get a kick out of this auditorium. And it's a different world. And therefore, yeah, it changes, and it is good for all of us to notice it and see how the world is changing, how the economy is developing, and what fantastic opportunities are there. But as you go out, people like us have gathered some wisdom, and I'll try to put it in front of you for whatever it is worth. I think some of these things are interesting. When I came into the campus, I think you are lucky to have such a beautiful campus. I think Dr. Maitri and Vaibhav have played a big part in bringing this up. It looks open, it looks big, it looks beautiful coloring, a nice greenery outside, and I think you feel like studying out here forever. And it gives a nice setting and feeling. You're lucky to have had this campus in front of you before you could pass out. And full credit to the Board of Governors, the Chairman, and Dr. Maitri and Vaibhav for having done this campus in such a short time. I also understand that this is the first multi-product industrial hub, Mihan, and the campus to come up there. And it's got the Griha 4-star LD rating. And therefore, you're passing out from a beautiful place, there's no doubt about it. Some of the characteristics that I feel some of you should imbibe is there is no shortcut to hard work. Please remember that. One can, like me and Mr. Gurnani, over a period of time, get into some positions and all that. But I guess there's been a lot of hard work behind it. It's been sleepless nights, it's been endless travels, been meeting millions of people. It's getting things done in multiple manners and ways. There's no shortcut to it. You may read the business magazines and other magazines and find young boys suddenly at the age of 30, 35 called unicorns and multimillionaires and billionaires. But please go behind it to see that there's huge amount of hard work. For every one boy or girl who succeeds, there are many who have not done it. You require some luck, of course, but it's plenty of hard work. Never think that life is easy. Life is not easy unless you're born with a golden spoon. That is different. Otherwise, life is a lot of grit, determination, hard work, and there's no shortcut to it. The zeal to keep learning should be there in all of you. Never forget that. Life is continuous learning. It's not that you have done your basics and you're passed out of an IIM, you know everything. You'll realize in the real world, to get things done, there's so much of learning, so much, it never ends. And it is mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling amount of learning that you have to do. Please develop this habit of keep reading magazines, books, articles, newspapers, especially if you're interested in business, the business part of it. Or if you're in social or environmental, those part of it. Learning is such an important thing. Never forget it. Develop other skills. Sometimes we get locked up in this, we call it the 886 syndrome, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 6 days a week in India. And that syndrome catches up with you, especially when you're in a developing country like ours. And that syndrome never leaves you if you're a hard worker. But develop some skills, either it's music or playing some instruments or some other kinds of things. Learn that or learn some sports and if you have sports in you, don't leave it because these levels you up in life. Because you learn to win, you learn to lose. That is important. Everything you do in life is not going to be successful. It's not going to be a victory. You will fail at times. Others will kick you. Others will bash you. You've got to learn to go through that process. Again, IPL is a great way. You hit a 4 and win a match, and next match you're out-ducked the first ball. That levels you up in life. That leveling in life is important because then you learn how to go through life. You learn to take the good, the bad, and the ugly, and that is very, very important as you go forward. Be hands-on. The moment you pass out, I did my management too, and the moment you pass out, you think you're a manager. You're not. Kindly be hands-on. Unless you're hands-on and you get into details, only then the other person, the other side will respect you. Because if you become a 60,000 feet manager, the respect will not be there. Please get into details at all times and every time. When you come for a meeting, come prepared. When you come for a session, get prepared. Otherwise, it doesn't work in many ways. Also learn to accommodate contrarian views as you climb up the organizations or on your own when you're working. You will have other colleagues working with you. They will have multiple viewpoints. Please take all viewpoints together. That doesn't mean that you accept all the viewpoints, but at least learn to understand different viewpoints and make your own decision. I think that's very important in life as you go forward. Try to do the best, whatever little you do, whether it is inviting a guest to the house, whether it's talking to your wife or husband, whether it's talking to your friends or colleagues. Learn to be in a middle path. You can be aggressive in your views, but learn to take the middle path. Learn to have a quality way of going about things. I think that is important because that gives you extra brownie points. Think big, that's important. Set 1 year goal, 6 months goals, 3 months goals, a week goal, and what you have to do for the day. And that's very important, the planning part of it. Many things of the plan will not work, but if you have a plan, it will be very, very good. That's my little view of life. It's also important that when there are plans that don't work, you should have a plan B. Always think about it. Also have this habit, which has worked well for me, that in the evening, after you finish a hard day's work, stand in front of the mirror and look at yourself and ask what went well and what did not go well. I think many times you'll realize you're not done anything at all that particular day. And sometimes when you've done it, many things have not gone well. You could have behaved better, you could have dealt with the situation better, you could have acted better, you could have thought through better. And those things, when you reflect in the evening, I think there will be some correction the next day. And that is pretty helpful as you go forward in life. The world is changing in front of all of you. It's things called digital, AI, ML. I think the Professor Dr. Maitri mentioned that some of these courses are already there in the Institute's campus. I hope some of you have spent time on some of these matters. Metaverse, all these new phenomena are coming. I think the world of future will be in some of these lines. And Indians have the best analytical brains for some of these things. So wherever you are, whichever organization you are, please try to imbibe some of this knowledge if you have not already gathered it. There's also a lot of stress on environment because of this climate change and the heat effect that we see all around. And therefore, new fuels like green hydrogen, EV charging, solar, all these are gaining in importance, and these will be the future businesses and where the industry will grow in the future. And some interest in all that will help, because that is the way the world will progress as we move on. World is also moving into a lot of data-driven approach. In my age, when we were younger, much of it was based on gut feeling and experience, and I know everything. But your world is going to be on objectivity, on data, on transparency, and look at it analytically and take a particular decision. And therefore, it's a world in which huge amount of data will flow in. Terabytes of data will flow in. And when terabytes of data flow in, data protection within a particular union or a country, all that will gain in importance. And some knowledge about all this will definitely help you and propel you as you go forward. Stay ahead of change, like you are passing out here 120 plus 120 plus 240 students. There are other IIMs, there are other management institutes which are also throwing out students. Similarly, world over, there are many management institutes which are throwing out students. You got to stay ahead. And that's a very difficult thing to do, because 99.9999% is all the same. You got to stay that 0.00001% ahead. Organizations survive like that. People within organizations survive like that. Startups survive like that. So unless you are in the ecosystem where you stay a little ahead in whatever, whichever, however manner possible, whether it's agility, whether it's technology, whether it's proactiveness, whether it's early bird catches a worm, whatever it is, try to stay ahead if you want to succeed in life, and that's a good way to go about it. All in all, I think it's a great feeling for all of you to have. I'm sure all the young minds out here have looked at yourself in different ways. Maybe some of you have found partners among your colleagues itself from the future point of view. So it's a life full of opportunities. It's a life full of many, many things that you can burst yourself to do. It's a life full of so many things in front of you. And I can tell you, it's a very, very positive India out there. It's just an India bubbling with things to do, bubbling with action to do, bubbling to create rich people, bubbling to create many, many activities which will take your mind to a different plane. So be positive, be absolutely great in the feeling that you're passing out from a lovely institute, which has got a great chairman. He himself started his career and built one of the largest tech companies in this part of the world, though he doesn't talk about it much. I think from TechM to where it was, to acquire Satyam, and then to make it probably the fourth largest IT company in this part of the world, or in the world, it's not easy. And he has done it more or less single-handedly. We call him CP, and he's well known with that brand, and TechM is practically associated with the brand. So you have a great chairman who has helped you also to set the governing standards, to move this institute forward. And Dr. Maitri is a fantastic person who's been in this for a long. This is a second or third institute he's setting up, I don't know. And he's got an expertise in that, and he's heavily networked. I'm also happy to say that more than 100% of you have got offers, job letters. So grab it and tell your parents that we will take care of you. And good luck, the very best, and may God be with all of you. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Now I request our chairman, Mr. C.P. Gurnani, to present the memento to the chief guest.
Please rise for the National Anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
I declare the convocation closed.